been cracking the egg and exposing a lot of government interference and government problems. So here we have Joshua Cook.
I want to thank everyone here today who's in defiance of tyranny. Everything that Jonathan Hill said was absolutely true. Make no mistake. The enemies of liberty, the enemies of the Second Amendment are on the march. And Barack Hussein Obama and the rhinos in the Senate want you disarmed. Now, what's the message we're going to send to President Obama in South Carolina if you want to come confiscate our guns? You know what I say? Come and take it! You know, a lot of people say, no, there's no way that the federal government can confiscate, go door to door and confiscate our guns because of the Second Amendment. But you know what? My grandmother's German. She saw the rise of Hitler and the fall of Hitler. She saw Hitler take the guns. She saw Hitler throw her friends in the concentration camps. You know, it wasn't that long ago till that happened. You know what? We have to take that stand so it won't happen here. You know what? I am so proud that I am on this stage with great patriots, that we can come here today, exercise our First Amendment right. But the only reason we can exercise this in a free country like America is because we pack heat. We pack the heat. And I want to thank all the law enforcement officers here today who swore an oath to defend South Carolina Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, of our Second Amendment rights. I want to thank you guys. I also would like to thank, as Larry Pratt said, those constitutional sheriffs. Man, do we need more of those. We need those across the state that's willing to arrest any federal officer that would try and violate our constitutional rights, God-given rights. That they would arrest any federal agent that would try to take our AR-15 and our firearms. Also would like to thank all the militia members that I've met throughout this state. They train every weekend because they see the writing on the wall if we don't change things politically. Because the truth of the matter, if we don't get control of politics, politics is going to control us. And, you know, it's interesting. I have my little boy over there, Nolan. He's 5 years old. You know, I was warned not to bring him today. You know why? They said, well, you can't bring him to this crowd. They might be packing heat. You know what? I'm happy that you guys are packing heat. I'm glad that I'm around patriots because you know what? This is the safest place in South Carolina right now. But the truth of the matter is, I love my son, Nolan. I want to say this, no matter what, you'll always be my boy and I love you so much. And you know, it's a shame, like Jonathan Hill said, this is CWP. It is a shame that I have to beg the government to get permission to pay them a tax to exercise a God-given right. Constitutional carry. We have to get it passed. Now, I remember going to town halls throughout the state when Lee Bright was trying to push his bill. There was so much support. And what was the reason why it wasn't passed? It's because like rhinos like Senator Larry Martin killed it. My friend, we have to replace the rhino Larry Martins with patriots like Shane Martin. Patriots who believe in the Second Amendment. And I think Jonathan Hill is a great example of how we can replace rhinos. You know, if you've never been involved with the campaign, I encourage you to do it. I had a small part in Jonathan Hill's campaign. You know what? He replaced a rhino. And you know what? We can do it. And Talbot Black is absolutely right. 2016, we have to mobilize troops on the ground in Pickens County. Who's with me? Folks, I'm gonna close by saying this. Just as Thomas Paine said, I don't know what course you will take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Thank you.
Thanks, Joshua. Well,